Hello friend, Jim here with JB's Big Adventure coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about who in fact is moving to Lake Chapala. Before I get to that, if you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's real fast, easy, and free to do. Bottom right hand corner, there's a red box. Tap on it, you're subscribed, and you'll know when our next video comes out. Also give us one of those thumbs ups that lets other people know that are looking for videos for Lake Chapala that this is a great one for them to watch. So I get this asked of me quite often, and I want to say that it's primarily viewers that are not at retirement age yet. In other words, they might be in their 40s, late 40s, early 50s, and just looking for something else, looking for a different place. So what I want to share with you is this, and that is that I see things changing here. In the year that we've been here, I've seen several things taking place, and I want to share with those what they are. So who's moving here? Those individuals that are realizing that they no longer want to live in the U.S. They don't want to be around the politics. They feel like, you know, the world is going to in a handbasket, as my dad would say it. And here I was raised a preacher's kid. What I would say to you is there's a lot of people that are really feeling the screws, really feeling the pressure that the U.S. is under a lot of attack, and it's becoming more and more expensive to live there. So there are people that I would say that are finding out that they could actually retire younger if they found a place that they could live at that was more affordable. So one of the biggest things that I've seen is who's really moving here? Those individuals probably in their late 40s and above that are looking for affordability, that are looking for a way of maybe it's taken two spouses for the income for the family and they want to just make it just one. Or maybe they've got another type of an income. They've got a business or something that they feel that they can run from here. So there's several different factors that go into that. But I would say for one, those looking for affordability. It isn't just retirees. Now, those that watch our channel, we get analytics that tell us different things about the channel. Who's watching, when are they watching, what days are they watching, a lot of information. And I've shared that about 85 to 90% of our subscribers, our viewing audience, is age 65 and above. But we do have a number of those that are in the 50s and above. And about 87% around that are in the States. Now, it used to be, and I can tell this, that the majority of individuals that were moving to Lake Chapala were just those in their 70s. There are a lot of people here that are in their 70s. But there's also those that realize that they can actually live on less and be able to retire early, make that move, be able to still live well without having to have the screws put to them in regards to having to create the income and both of them having to work, and kids are getting raised by babysitters. I mean, there's all kinds of things that go into that. But I would say that the majority of people moving here are moving here because of affordability. Something else that's really nice, or I should say a real big benefit. Lake Chapala is the #2 best climate in the world per National Geographic magazine. Now, when you're able to live and it's a beautiful blue sky, and that's the way it is every day, life is different. If it's always raining, if all you're hearing is about is the news, if all you're living in is a bunch of just a negative group of people that really don't care. One of the things I've found here is it's quick and easy to make friends. It's quick and easy to make friends here. And I find myself, and I mentioned this on a video that Jerry from JC Travel Stories shared, but I find more and more people that are coming up to us and letting us know that they're watching our channel. And I love it. I love when people do that. You know, I've had folks sit down. We were having a meal and just tell them to go ahead and sit down, and we talk. So that's really nice. But what's happening is the age also is diminishing. In other words, the age of the individuals that are looking at moving here. So I would say that if you can live on half or a third of what you make in the States, my question would be is, would you move here too? If the weather that you get to see in the sky, you know what? I'm just going to do that. Let me just do this. To give you an idea, okay, so there is, you get to see what's in the backyard, and I also want you to see what the sky looks like. See how beautiful that is? I'm sorry my face is shaded. I wasn't actually looking at doing this, but I think it's a good thing to do, to share. Those are the people moving here. Those that just want to be in a different environment. And as I mentioned, the sky, what we see today, is incredible, but it's every day. And what happens is attitudes change when you're able to be around something like this because it's positive. It isn't negative. It isn't, well, it might start raining. There's blue sky, and it's beautiful. So who's really moving here? Those individuals that want to be able to live a different life. Folks that can afford a place that they couldn't afford in the States to live in. I'm talking about, we've got friends of ours from church that live in a $1, if not $2 million home. Beautiful. It's got its pool. Right beyond the pool, you can see the lake. And it's just an incredible view. This house they're living in, they're only paying $1,400 a month. Now, Barbara and I would never be able to afford that right now. But for $1,400 a month, you can live like a king. I mean, if that's what you want to rent, I mean, you definitely can. I know folks that live up more in the hills, and I know folks that live down on the lake. And I know of rents being as much as $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 a month, because these individuals are accustomed to paying that, and they got a $5,000 mortgage or $10,000 mortgage. So there's people that are moving here that want to be living an even better life. They find that they can live on less, they can travel more, because you're not having to pay as much to live here, and you could take that monies and be able to do the things that you'd like to do. Here's a big one. Living life with serenity, with peace, with a calmness. I mean, I can sit here in the backyard and it's absolutely gorgeous. Peaceful. All I hear are the birds. So it's one of those things that if you're just wanting to leave the rat race, I guess is the best way I can say it, this is a great place to be. A great place to be. I feel so grateful to the two individuals that encouraged Barbara and I to come here. And I've shared this before, and that is the couple that shared this with me, I was really, really close to. I was raised a preacher's kid. And I met a gentleman, and he was the pastor of a church in Central California, up towards Northern California, and sent me an email, but called me first about Lake Chapala. And I'm so grateful that he did that. Now, the sad thing is, both he and his wife, they passed away of COVID just this last December. And there's a part of my heart that's missing because I loved them both. We were really, really close. And ever since, one of the questions we get asked all the time, how do you guys like it? We love it. We love being here. The serenity, the peace, the calmness. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. Who else is moving here? Digital nomads. Now I'm going to do a video covering this subject about digital nomads. I didn't read my notes. Digital nomads. And these are individuals that are able to take a laptop, and as long as they've got Wi-Fi connection, they can still work for a company that's in the States. I have met and spoken with folks that have businesses in the States, or they're involved in sales. They do administrative assistant type work, financial services. They teach English. There are folks that live here, that move here, that teach English, or actually online or teaching a different language. Customer service reps, contact centers can live here and be able to do the same work. So we've covered the people. The age discrepancy is absolutely not even there. And as I said, I've met folks that are in their, I would say, mid-40s up to retirement age, whatever that may be for you, that are seriously looking at Lake Chapala, seriously looking here. Here's another great one. The race culture, there's absolutely, this is something that really warms my heart. And again, being raised a preacher's kid, I was taught to see the world differently than a lot of people do. But you know what? To be able to be in a place like Lake Chapala and see Asians here, happily living here, seeing African Americans living here, happily living here, seeing Europeans that are here. There are Europeans that come in that actually own restaurants here. Indians, folks that are from India. There's restaurants here that have got folks. So it's really a neat place. I mean, folks are moving here that are artists. There's an artist community here. Also in Guadalajara, which is about an hour away, that people love being a part of. People that move here are people that love adventure, the arts, and love the culture. I mean, you could put in there, love the food, love the people. That's who's moving here. A wide range. Folks in their 40s, clear through retirement age. And for those of you that have asked me this over and over, I apologize, I've just gotten to it now, but this was a good time. This was a good time to put it out. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me. Every once in a while I get folks that will reach out asking personal questions because they're this or this, or they're not quite the age yet to live here. What was my feeling about them being able to do that? And I've had great conversations with folks that for one reason or another weren't looking at retiring yet, or working at retiring but didn't quite know where they wanted to go. Some families are real strong, and the parents and the kids, and there's a real close family tie that sometimes it's difficult for the parents to actually leave the kids or leave the rest of the family. And then there's those that can because the kids are well grown up and such. So wide range. And if you have questions about that, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to our email address. And it's the same as our YouTube channel name. It's JB's Big Adventure 521. We moved here May of 2021. So JB's Big Adventure 521 at gmail.com if you have any questions for me. So friend, I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope it's giving you a little bit different perspective about the people who are living here at Lake Chapala. And if you haven't yet, I'd like to really encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's fast, free, it's easy to do. In the bottom right-hand corner, there's a square red box. Tap on it, you're subscribed. And just realize that you're a part of something great, because this is a great community. On top of that, go ahead and stop by and say hi, ask a question, maybe tell us about a video idea that you'd like to see. Give us a thumbs up, let other people know it's a great video, and make sure you hit the bell, because that way you'll be immediately notified when the next video comes out. You don't want to miss the next video. So with that, as always, thank you again. You have an awesome day. We'll see you on the next video.